What's up, YouTube? Funnel Doc here. In today's video, it's a blast from the past. This video I made with Kevin David roughly a year ago, and it's climbed the last year to over 3.4 million views and is the most popular video that Kevin's ever done, and definitely the most popular video that I've ever done. It was an honor and a pleasure going through this process with Kevin and being able to be a part of it, and inspired the whole idea myself. I originally put out this video because my editor, for some reason, put Kevin's old address in there when he lived here in Vegas. So I didn't want to put it out to the world where Kevin was living at the time. But now, since he's moved to Miami, I figured this is a perfect time to re-release it, especially with the holidays. It fills my heart with joy to be able to put out content like this that helps inspire people and create movements and help others that aren't as helpful or as well off as we are, that are less fortunate. And in this also, you're going to see not only the background or anything. I'm going to talk about how we actually broke down the video coming up here next, but you're going to also see the behind the scenes of when I did it. There's some B-roll footage. I basically just had my camera on. I was rolling the entire time. My editor put some footage together, and it was good. It will see a little bit of the behind the scenes of us having a great time and making this all beyond or behind the actual video itself. So again, thanks so much for watching. This will give you some insight. If you're looking at how to make a viral video, watch what's coming up. I'm going to give you step by step of what we did on how we actually found all the different best from every video out there and actually made this type of video. And it's something you can do as well too. So with that, Funnel Doc out. See you inside the video.
Some dude, Jeffrey M. Benek, he just got a ClickFunnels tattoo.
What's up, everybody? Funnel Doc. So today I was going to give you the inside of how we actually went through the process of the video. So originally I wanted to make a video with Kevin or go with Kevin and pass out food to the homeless. He was living here in Las Vegas, and I love doing charitable things, and so does Kevin. So I reached out to him and I was like, hey man, let's go give food to the homeless. And Kevin's very much about being frugal with his time, which I totally understand. He's like, man, I can't just go stand in a line and hand out food. Let's do something a little more impactful. He's like, let's make a YouTube video about it. Now, being a vet myself and experienced homeless at one point in my life, this is something that means a lot to me. So we decided we were going to go to the homeless vet shelter and grant wishes to people for Christmas. Kevin was going to pay for everything, and I'd spent almost $700 on these bomber jackets. We were giving out jackets. It was great. It is great. So in this video, I talk about the process and stuff, but now I'm going to break down some of the actual steps that we did. Now, the first thing we did is we thought about what we wanted to do. Like, we wanted to, okay, well, we're going to grant the wishes of X amount of people. We didn't even know how many people we were going to grant it. We decided we're going to let the data tell us the answer. And this is what I really recommend to anyone doing this is you can experiment, you can figure out yourself, or you can see people that have been successful and done already and look at what they've done and take data and aggregate it and come up with a solution that works. And that's literally what we did. We went from the headline to the angle of how many people, like, first of all, we went in, we're like, well, first of all, let's go find every video that's talking about helping the homeless or giving to the homeless. It has over, I believe it was either 100 or 200,000 views, we decided. So we compiled a list of those. Now, out of those, we're like, okay, let's look through all these and let's see what is the common denominator they had, or an average number of people that seem to have the most views. So we looked at it and we were like, oh, 6. It seemed like any of them that had like 5 or 6 people in there always had 500,000 or more views. So we're like, okay, 6. Now, We wanted to see it. Now, how big or how did they go about granting these wishes? You know, how did they engage with the people? What did they buy the people? You know, stuff like that. And we went in and we looked at each video, and we looked at the camera angle, and they looked at how they gave the gift to the person afterward. And we went, and anyone is like, and we started breaking it down. Videos that had this amount of views had this angle, or gave it, or had like a recap after it. And we just went through, and we spent like a good like 2 hours just going through all these videos just to get all the data that we needed so we could figure out what always tends to work best. At least in our mind, this is what we're thinking, you know. And so after we get all the data, we decide how we do it, then we spend another like 2 to 3 hours actually storyboarding out how it was going to go. So we now took all the data we detained on which videos that had the highest views and the angles and the people and delivery and cut shots and all that type of stuff. I mean, we literally had like everything you could think of. We funnel hacked them. This is what Russell Brunson means when he really says funnel hack, is to take other people that have been successful, that have already been, how do you put it? He said that you will always be able to tell the pioneers because they're the ones with the most arrows in their back, you know? So you don't necessarily need to be a pioneer or something. What you can do is go out there and see what's working and then make it your own. And that's what we did. We took all these different data points and we made it into our own video of what we should get and how we should deliver it. And it was really one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. And Kev, if you happen to watch this, brother, I thank you. You're a great friend, and it's an honor to have done this video with you and to be one of your highest rated videos ever. So next thing we're going to jump into is the actual behind the scenes footage that I shot. Remember, this is just me on a camera. It's not a cameraman or anything like that, but and it was put together in my video editor for some reason put Kev's old address in there. And I didn't ever release it. So now we're releasing it now. We actually released this video on the 23rd. Today is the 21st, so it's a couple days early. It's almost a year to the day that we released it. I'll never forget when we first released it. It was doing good, man. It was getting, you know, 10, 20, 30,000 views a day, you know, which even at 30,000 views a day, you know, no, it wasn't 30,000. It was like 10,000. It was like 10,000 views a day, which was still like 300,000 views a month, which was great, which was amazing. It was like 10,000 views a day. But then there came a point where all of a sudden it jumped up. And it was like 20,000, 30,000, 60,000. We had a point for a week before we hit 1 million where it was almost getting 80 to 100,000. We had a couple days where over 100,000 views in a day. And then it was sort of funny because the, I don't know if it was the algorithm or what happened, but right after we crested 1 million, it dropped off dramatically for some time. And since then, it's still been doing, you know, several thousand views a day, tens of thousands of views a day. But I didn't think it'd ever go like this. It was just an amazing thing to be a part of. So anyway, watch behind the scenes and we'll see you inside. Funnel Doc out. So I'm so amazingly honored right now. I'm heading over to Kevin David's right now. I'm in a light, so I thought I'd shoot this real quick. To shoot some top secret video. We're going to hopefully change the world. Funnel Doc out. Good morning. Kevin David, 1906, please. Kevin David, 1906. I'm Jeff Ben. Look at these hooligans behind me. Look at these guys behind me. These guys are nothing but troublemakers. Troublemakers. No, it's part of the other dream team. We're going to be having a lot of fun shooting today. Super excited about that. They're back there shooting Insta stories. Should be a great day. All right, Mom. Hey! Okay, will do.
Here, can somebody hold?
I'm too busy taking film, dude. I can't be fucking all pieces. Here. They're hot and ready, dude.
Kind of like baby.
Grab pizzas right now, take it back. Whoa. You really?
Kevin David, that's his. Mine's Katie Morrow. Okay. But his is more.
Try and share, man. We got almost enough.
Merry Christmas.
There you guys go, man. Merry Christmas. There you go, man.
guys.
Maybe take a
Hope you
picture.
guys like talking about it.
Here you go, man. There's a piece for you, brother.
Make sure you guys share.
Whew. What's up, everybody? It has been a long and wonderful day. Sorry, the lighting's probably pretty bad right now, but yeah, we had a great time. We were able to we went out and we found like 5 homeless people. There was a family, a bunch of different things like that, a little kid. And we asked them what they wanted for Christmas. And the little boy said he wanted a bike, so we went and got him a Spider-Man bike and a helmet. It was so cool. And then there was this one lady, oh my God. You forget how bad off people can be sometimes, you know? And she just wanted to be able to pay her light bill, man. She wanted like $87 was her electric bill. And she just wanted to be able to pay her electric bill. And so we gave her $100 and she lost it. I mean, it was so amazing. She started crying and thanking Jesus, and it was one of the most touching things, you know, to be able to make a difference, to make an impact. To know that $100 is gonna help that lady so much. I mean, you should have heard how thankful she was. And then we had another family with a lady. She was by herself. She had 2 little girls, 2 twins, and we were able to go and we bought them little outfits, little pink and purple outfits, so they matched. We bought this one lady, she just wanted some sweatpants and a sweat outfit, so we got her a sweat outfit, you know. And then I got little, if Jim Edwards, in case you happen to see this, the unicorn horns were because of you, my friend. I saw the unicorn horns, thought of Jim Edwards, and said, hey, these little girls would love this. So we got the little unicorn horns for the girls. And then what else did we do? We got the one gentleman, I got to hand out like 6 of my jackets, of the 36 jackets we bought before to hand out. Those are going to be handed out on the 20th. We have a big event there. And then we went to the homeless shelter, and we just asked the shelter itself, we're like, what do you guys need? And they told us they need blankets and towels and all different types of things. So we went to Walmart and we bought a gang of just towels and blankets and shirts and just like anything we could to think that we'd help them. And then after all that, after we'd helped the families, we helped the shelter, then after that, we went and we bought 40 Little Caesars pizzas and took them back so they could give everybody hot food to be fed. And oh my God, man, you forget how hungry, like, I know I was there 2.5, 3 years ago, man. We had to stand in food lines like that. We literally one time had to stand in a food line to be able to get food. And I wasn't as bad as they were by any means, but it was just like, it was crazy. It was almost like on a primal level, because when we opened up the trunk with all the pizzas, the people just swarmed on us. Like, it was literally like, we parked like half a block away from them, and as soon we gave out one guy, he was right there, and I was like, hey man, are you hungry? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, we got pizzas, man, you want a pizza? And he's like, what? I'm like, I'm not joking, man, we got food for you. If you're hungry, I got pizza for you right here, man. And I gave him pizza, and he was just like, he just started mowing on it right then, just opened it up. And it was so nice too, because all the pizzas were like piping hot, and you could literally see the steam coming off of them. And yeah, it was just great, man. But it was just crazy too to see how desperate they were, man. Like how desperate they were. But it was so good that we were able to get back and help them out. Because, you know, when you're in a better place, that's your job, man. It's your responsibility to help those that can't help themselves. So if you or find yourself in a better spot than someone else, do what you can to lift them up. Do what you can to make their life better. Because if I was in their situation, I would give anything to have someone do that for me. And I was, man. I was there. Not as bad as they were, but I was there just a couple years ago. And I know when I was down and out, to have someone that would come and help me out with my bills or my food or clothes, or just show they care, man. Sometimes you just forget that there's people out there that even care about you as a human being. So with that, I'm not trying to be bringing this down. This is one of my first vlogs, and it means so much to me. It's why I do all this. It's because I want to be able to make a difference in this world. I want
make a change, and this is the start. So anyway, my hat's making my ears shoot out, so I got big elf ears. We had a great time. It was a great adventure. I thank Kevin for letting me be part of it, and you know, pass the love, man. We're all here for one reason. We don't know what it is really, but I think it's to show people that we love each other, and to show that we're all just one big human race. Funnel Doc out. Try and share, man. We got almost enough.
Merry Christmas.
There you guys go, man. Merry Christmas. There you go, man.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Maybe take a
Hope you guys
picture.
like
Take a picture.